Hello, everyone. Thanks for checking out this special episode of Really Dicey. My name is Manny, and I'm here with Steve Jackson of Steve Jackson Games. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to talk to us. We're here to talk about your special Kickstarter. Would you like to announce what you're doing?
I got to do Batman. I got to do Batman. There will be a Batman Munchkin game coming out later this year.
That is really awesome. I think Munchkin is one of those games that although Steve Jackson's put out some tremendous amount of different games, from RPGs to board games to card games, but Munchkin, I have a feeling, is going to be one of those that 50 years from now it'll be up there with chess, checkers. It's going to be one of those mainstay games. It's just so well loved, so popular, and it's just super fun.
I don't think it'll get up beside chess, but if it gets to sit beside Settlers, I'm okay.
So yeah, how did this project come to be?
This came to be because the guys at Cryptozoic, who have a license for Batman, are friends and very nice people. And we asked them if we could work together on Batman, which is maybe my favorite property of all time. And they said we could try.
Excellent.
So thanks to Cryptozoic.
Excellent. So let's talk first about the art direction. The Batman comics stretches over 50 years, and there's different art styles. Where did you decide to go for this project?
The illustrator is John Kovalik, and I wrote art specs that played to my conceptions of what the characters should be doing that was funny, leaving the actual character design to John, because that's what he does and he's so good at it.
And viewers, I'll put some art on the side here so you can see some of the stuff that's being worked on or will be in the Kickstarter.
He nailed all the characters, but I really like his Harley Quinn.
So in Munchkin, you could usually pick a class or an ancestry, depending on, well, not pick it, whatever you draw from the cards. Is that the same thing with the Batman game? Do you draw to be a good guy, bad guy, or a certain?
Oh, you start off by choosing or drawing which of the main villains you will play. Batman is a force of nature in the game who will constantly work to frustrate the villains as they try to get to level 10.
Oh,
and
okay.
Each villain has their own abilities.
Oh, that must be interesting. So I assume you have like the regular from the Rogues Gallery Joker. You said Riddler, Harley Quinn.
Poison Ivy, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman.
Excellent. That's really exciting. I like that. That's a very different twist than I was expecting. I like that a lot. So rule mechanics wise, I know each adaptation of variation of Munchkin has something different each time. What do you have for this one?
Well, instead of the races and classes, we have motivations. So your character can become motivated by greed, by hatred for Batman, by the desire to play pranks. Many of the villains, even in the darkest version of Batman, are pranksters, and we wanted to keep that alive.
How did you bring that up? I know sometimes Batman, the mythos could be pretty dark, but this game will be pretty much family friendly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody gets killed in this game.
So
instead of monsters, there are crimes presented by the fertile fields of Gotham City, and you draw a crime and try to commit it rather than killing a monster. And the crimes range from level 1, something like taking candy from a baby, to the really big ones like revealing the location of the Batcave or destroying Gotham City.
Interesting. So this will be on Kickstarter first. What are your plans for it exactly? Do you have like stretch goals in mind?
We do, and those will be revealed as soon as the Kickstarter page goes up. But I can tell you what they all are now with the, no, I can't. What I really needed was Batman's hand to come in off the screen and say, no, you can't. But we do the best we can.
And when will the Kickstarter be going live?
Just a few days. I can hit that page and see, but it's real soon now.
Okay, all right. Hopefully, as soon as hopefully right before this video comes out. Excellent. Is there anything about this project I haven't asked you about that you wanted to share?
Well, you could say, Steve, is this awesome? And then I could say, yes, it's awesome. But I bet we can do better than that. Yes, the other supervillains. There are, of course, a lot more than 8 foes in the Batman universe. So you can bring on people, including some real heavyweights like Bane, as hirelings in the game. And they stay with you for a while and then drop away depending on the roll of the dice.
Oh,
And
that's
of
really
course,
interesting.
there are all kinds of crazy gadgets.
Oh, that sounds great. So again, it'll just be out in a few days. So concerning the future of Steve Jackson games, people always want to know, what's your next thing going to work? Is it maybe another GURPS book? Is it another board game?
Bring you Batman and you ask me what's next. It will be it will be a little time before I can top Batman. We have other things coming out. I don't know if you saw the giant Munchkin die that we did, but we have 3 more of these coming in different colors.
Oh gosh, that is amazing.
Yes, this is a damage die. Damage.
Is it, if I may, is it plastic? Is it?
Yes, it's made just like a regular die, but bigger. It also glows under black light, which we didn't know when we ordered it.
Okay. Now, I have to ask, as a fan of the GURPS games, do you think in the future there might be a GURPS Batman? Do you think that might happen?
That isn't part of our license, and nobody has said, hey, we ought to do Batman and GURPS. That's funny because Batman, since his powers are not mystic, but are all through his personal achievements, physical culture, training of the mind, and so on, they're all super doable in that. But I think that the role-playing rights to Batman are pretty solidly locked up. Well, I can drop a link to something that I'm working on, because I don't think we've announced it at all. But sure, I can drop a hint. I'm working on a project, working title is Munchkin Time Warp. It will be a small box supplement to the classic Munchkin series, probably Munchkin 10. And the overall idea is just wacky, messed up time.
And time travel is my jam.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, sorry, I don't want to take too much time. I know you're really.
I know we've run over and we've both got dragons to kill, but I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for having me on.